You will not be asked to raise your taxes for the Cincinnati Zoo this year.
Hamilton County Commissioners today refused to put a property tax hike on the May ballot, opting instead to keep the amount the same as it is now. Local 12's Jeff Hurst joins us now live from the zoo with what that means for taxpayers and for the animals. Jeff?
Well, good evening. The last time the zoo had a property tax levy increase was 2008. That's a decade ago, and the zoo was hoping to put that on the ballot again this year for a 10-year increase, but that's not going to happen.
Happy birthday, dear Fiona!
If Fiona the hippo was on the county commission, she no doubt would have favored what the zoo wanted, a tax levy increase to go before the voters. But the three commissioners unanimously put a levy on the ballot, which is flat, a continuation levy, no increase from the current level.
What this board has to do is to divorce the issues of the heart from the issues of the mind.
There were three options on the table: keeping the levy the same, the owner of a $100,000 house, for example, continuing to pay $10.07 a year. Option two, a tiny increase to $10.77 a year for the same homeowner. Or option three, a somewhat larger increase, giving our property owner $13.57 on his or her tax bill. Commissioners conceded even the biggest increase is small, but
this decision has been difficult because everybody does love the zoo. Zoo does great work, but there's a lot of work that is in front of us in this community that we need to address.
Zoo officials were disappointed, saying our zoo gets less local tax support than does any other top zoo in the country. Director Thane Maynard says animal care will remain top-notch, but a flat levy means some maintenance and construction might be slowed or canceled. The highest levy amount would have brought in almost $9 million a year, a flat amount, $7 million.
What if this loses, even though it's no increase to the voters?
Well, we'll work hard to make sure that doesn't happen. We are fortunate. Cincinnati's a zoo town, so we'll keep pushing forward. Our biggest supporters have been the voters and taxpayers of Hamilton County since you and I had hair. So we'll work with folks. It'll work.
That's a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. He's correct. The continuation levy to keep the tax levy as it is will be on the ballot in May. Now, what does this all mean for the admission prices to the zoo? They're not going to get the higher amount that they want, and of course, they still have to get the flat amount passed. So this is sort of in limbo. You know, they say they're always trying to review this and make the zoo as affordable as possible. No decisions at this point, just something they'll look at depending on what happens in May. Back to you.
Jeff, thanks so much. Commissioners did put a tax levy increase on the May ballot for the public library. They had no choice. The library board requested it, and by law, the commissioners have to put that before the voters. That 10-year levy would cost the owner of a $100,000 house an additional $3 a month.